Morning everybody, it is Sunday, so what I'm going to be doing today is just taking it easy. I will go out for a run later on, obviously feeling much better than I did yesterday, which is really good. I'm actually going to go to one of the retail shops in the local town, going to TKMAXX, and I think if you are international you may well have a version, TKMAXX. Same sort of thing, branded clothing, cheap prices or affordable prices. The reason for that is because my local sports shop seems to be pretty limited with the different brands they have and also the range. And looking through my running stuff today, I realised that 75% of it came from TKMAXX back when I started running, because I had the choice of different brands, different sort of running tops. I've got some New Balance, I've got some Under Armour, I've got some Nike, I've got some Spike, I've got some Caramore. I've got a big range, and so I thought what I'd do, just head in there today, just to see if there's anything at all that kind of takes my fancy, whether there is something more suitable for the upcoming runs in the winter. I just thought it'd be good to pop in there, have a little look. It might not amount to anything, but sometimes it's worth, while I can, and while it's on my mind, just heading in there to see what's on offer. I thought about doing one of the trail runs that I did back in the summer, so my first ever trail run, which I'll put a link to around here. I thought about doing that again today, but it's rained overnight and the route is not the best underfoot, and it would be quite slippery and greasy, so I've decided not to do that. Although it would have been good fun, and I would actually like to do that again. And you know what it's like though, you kind of plan in your head, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, and I woke up this morning, looked out and thought, no, it's just not worth it. So that won't be happening, but I will head out later on, do something light, keep the legs moving, and start to find my rhythm again. Anyway, catch you soon. Just heading in now. I'm walking down a hill. You probably can't see it, but basically the gradient on it is really steep, and it's always fascinated me ever since I was younger how fast I could run up it. We always used to say to sort of family, you know, could you get up to the top in 30 seconds for £1 million and stuff like that, and it basically came down to the fact that regardless of money we just couldn't do it. I try and get a better shot on the way back up, but I don't know why they don't do a little challenge here. They could do it that maybe on one day everyone gets an opportunity to run from the bottom to the top and there's some prize money. I mean, it's real basic stuff. I don't know what the distance would be, maybe 500 metres, maybe 700 metres, something like that. But either way, the gradient is it's pretty nasty. Even walking up it, you can feel that tension in the back of your calves. But anyway, maybe I'll try and run back up it later. I won't get very far. This hill is definitely steeper than it looks. I'm not running because I've got a bag full of bits and pieces. Every time I go to record, by the way, no cars coming. As soon as I start recording, cars. Oh, there's another one. So the weather app said it was going to be 14 degrees and sun all day. Reality is actually raining, so I'm going to go out later when it stopped raining. I'll just very briefly show you also what I bought. I managed to find 2 items that I think will come in very handy as we head into winter. Okay, so item number 1 is this Under Armour short-sleeved, highly reflective, very bright shirt. So I thought that will come in handy because even though it might be getting darker, it's still pretty warm out there at the moment. So that was really cheap. What was it? £8. £8 for that, which I thought was pretty good. Recommended retail price £27. All right. And this one here, which I've not, even though I own a pair of Skechers shoes, not running shoes, they're just sort of kind of casual shoes. I don't actually own any Skechers clothing whatsoever, but this was there. And it's kind of this darky green kind of camo. Oh, that's okay. It's additional stitching rather than frayed. So this is a long sleeve, and I thought that looks pretty cool. It's got some reflective. Apparently, this is reflective on the back here. These dots. I'm not sure how much they will help. And at the back, you've got a bit of free marketing. You're welcome, Skechers. You are welcome. That cost me, what was it? It was £9. So got 2 pieces of clothing there, relatively cheap. We'll see how they perform when I'm out on the road. But I just thought while I'm in there, Couldn't really find anything else. I wanted the jacket, as you know. There were loads of jackets in there, but they were more casual jackets or very, very light jackets. It didn't look like they were going to do anything to support me any further than what I've already got. I've already got some lightweight jackets. They're already windproof and water resistant. I wanted a waterproof running jacket. I appreciate that's probably not the best place to go and find one, but equally, you never know in TKMAXX. If you've got one near you, generally speaking, what happens is they've got one-offs of loads of random bits and pieces, and if you can find it, buy it, because the chances are if you go back the following week, it won't be there. And so, yeah, an interesting little shop around. I got some other stuff as well for other people, kind of Christmas shopping, but otherwise, let's get on with some running. Hey everybody, I am back from my run. I didn't record anything out there because, to be perfectly honest with you, I forgot my gloves and my hands were too cold to think about get my phone out, and that's how I record, and so I didn't really want to be doing that. Anyway, food cooking in the kitchen. What am I doing? I'm waiting here for the Patreon live stream with John from John's Conscious Life. Amazing guy, always great to engage in a conversation with him. It starts about half an hour, and so I am early, but I thought I'd just get it all set up, get it ready so that when it kicks off, I am already sorted and prepared. I think all I need to do is look into possibly running before work, because as you can probably tell, it's quite gloomy in this video. I don't have any lights on. It's 4:30 and that is when the sun is setting at the moment. I'm sure it's also due to set even earlier as the year progresses, and so I need to just see. It's likely to be midweek, just with the way my work is. It's slightly more flexible midweek. I need to see if I can run before work. It would be safer. There'd definitely be less people out. It probably wouldn't be any lighter than this, I'm sure, because I'd have to be running between, realistically, 5 and 6 a.m. I'd need to be leaving, not too late after that. And so I've got a lot of things to consider. I'll test it out. Like all of these things, I like to test it. I like to see how I'm doing and go from there. So anyway, just a short vid today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you tomorrow.